What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be talking about how to run a slide release fade, okay? So we're going to be talking about how you guys can make this look like a regular slant, how you guys can use a slide release to set up multiple routes in the future of the game or in the later parts of the game, and just overall how you guys can create some separation when you're in the red zone and you got a press coverage DB. So I hope this video gives you guys some value. I hope it teaches you a few new things just about what you can do to improve your route running, improve your releases off the line, and make everything look the same. But also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want over an hour and a half's worth of specific wide receiver training content with a 2-week wide receiver training schedule and a video where you could learn 20 new press releases with drills to work on each one, check out that very first link in the description for our Route Running Bible. What it is, it's a buy one, get one free sale opportunity. So what you'll get with the price of only one of these programs, you can get to improve your route running in 10 days. So how to improve your route running in 10-day training schedule, give you 2 weeks of specific workouts you can do on the field with sets and reps. And then you get access to our 20 press releases and how to use each one, when to use each one, and drills to work on each specific release with sets and repetitions. All for the price of one, fellas. 2 programs for one. Hope you guys can check that out. Very first link in the description. Let's get started. So CeeDee Lamb here does a great example of showing this slide release, working this double up, and then obviously going up and high pointing this fade, right? So very dangerous guy with the fade. Now, everybody loves to say with this slide release that, oh, well, this DB should have sat to the inside. He should have stayed disciplined to the inside. Anytime somebody does a slide release slant where they slide to the outside and this DB goes with them and they run a slant, anytime a receiver does a slide release, anytime you see him slide off the line like that, you should just sit to the inside. But this is the opposite end of the spectrum. This is what makes him commit to that fade. This is what makes him jump to the outside, right? So when I come off here and I use this slide release, range is very important. Everybody always asks me, what do you mean by range? Range is like that 45-degree angle that you take off the line of scrimmage to where this DB has to make a decision, right? So a lot of people, when they work this slide release, they'll slide, but they get way too close to this DB, and this DB could get hands. How they disrupt the slide release, fellas, is they get hands on us. So you guys slide, you get too close to them, they'll get hands, but they're able to get hands from their base. Now, when we use range and we slide at that 45-degree angle, if he's going to get hands, he has to come at me. He has to reach at me. And when a DB reaches for me and when a DB tries to lunge at me, he loses his base. He's off balance. And if I have a plan for my hands and I'm able to react off of his hand technique, I can create some separation because all I got to do is swat him by, right? So that's the beauty of using range. Now, on the opposite end of things, a lot of guys will do a slide release and they'll just go lateral. They'll stay behind this line of scrimmage. And what the DB is going to do is he's just going to shuffle with you, fellas. He's just going to shuffle. And if you want to run a slant, you have to get to here. If you were to just slide behind the line of scrimmage and you have to get to here, that DB also has to get to there, but you're behind the line of scrimmage. So you're not going to be able to get enough separation. And then with a fade, if you go behind the line of scrimmage, he's just going to wall you to the sideline. So that 45-degree angle is how you force him to make a decision. Now, this DB is trying to stay disciplined. He's trying to sit to the inside. That's fine, right? That's totally fine if he wants to sit to the inside because I have a fade called. So we got to make it all look the same. So maybe a couple times you're backside on a play. You've worked a slide release. You've hit him with this 1-2. He jumped to the outside and you ran a slant. He's thinking, he's not going to get me on that anymore. I'm going to sit to the inside. He's not going to beat me on a slant. If I see that slide, I'm just going to sit disciplined right here. So that's what we have to sell as a receiver. And you see how Lamb does a great job of putting the brakes on, hitting that 1-2 and actually selling to the inside with his upper half, actually throwing his hip, actually making that cut to the inside. That's what gets that DB to freeze. And now all I got to worry about is winning that race to the back corner. If I could just get this DB to stop his feet, especially in the red zone off of that slide release, all I got to make sure that I do is I burst up field and I go attack this ball and go up and make this play in the air. It's a great job by Lamb making all of his routes look the exact same. You got to be able to be a salesman with your routes, but you can't be too predictable, fellas. You can't only do a slide release on a slant. You got to be able to do a slide release, hit a 1-2, run a slant. You got to be able to do a slide release, hit a 1-2, run a fade. And then sometimes when that DB starts to get real patient and sit on the inside, I could just slide and take off. I could just beat him with speed, but you got to force him to make a decision with your range and force him to make a decision by making all of your releases look the exact same off the line of scrimmage. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Great job sliding. Great job hitting that 1-2, making it look like a slant, then going up and making that play. Great route there by CeeDee Lamb. All right, guys, we want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave those in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I always appreciate the feedback. Always appreciate the new ideas for videos. Helps me keep this channel, obviously just relevant and helps me continue to put out good stuff for you guys. So I definitely appreciate it. And again, fellas, buy one, get one free opportunity. Our Route Running Bible. Hope you guys could check that out. Very first link in the description. A 2-week-long wide receiver route running training program and a 49-minute long video on 20 different press releases, when to use each one, and drills to work on each specific release. Hope you guys could check that out. Very first link in the description. Buy one, get one free opportunity. I'll see you guys next time.